What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B-Hop Radio Shout, and as always, I got my podcast partner off in this thing, OG Gangsta Wicked, a.k.a. Big Galaxy of Ghetto Mafia.
Real quick, you know what I'm saying? You know I hate to do public service announcements when I'm starting something, but tomorrow night, June 6th,
Okay then.
I'm coming back to Decatur. For anybody that's, you know what I'm saying, from Decatur that's watching this particular episode right here tomorrow, June 6th, I will be at Prime Time. For y'all on the east side that don't know what Prime Time is, it's the old Chit Chats off Candler Road, right where I used to have that big old Ghetto Mafia billboard up for 5 years that y'all got tired of. The old Chit Chats is called Prime Time now. It's their grand opening. I'm performing all the hits, man. I'm bringing some celebrities with me. B-How might be there, you know what I'm saying? Even though he don't like to go out, we're gonna turn it up for the hood. Galaxy Wick, I'm coming back home. It's my first show in Decatur in years. Yeah.
Hey man, you know, on current events and all of that stuff that's going on. First of all, nigga, wait a minute, you gonna be back in Decatur? That's the first show in years?
That's my first show in years. Now I don't been to Conyers.
Yeah.
I've had a release party off of Keller at a spot out there. And I had a birthday party at Sharon's that you came to.
Yeah, I remember
But I'm talking about actually me performing.
Oh,
you
my
know what
God.
I'm saying? Live in concert. Get up there sweating, you know what I mean? Letting the crowd tell me what song to do.
I mean, just straight up, and then you go into the old Negro spiritual called Straight from the Dead.
Straight from the Dead. Indicator on the grind. Life of a sniper. Draw the line. I'm going to have Planet Pete with me.
Come on.
Kane Yin Yang Twins is showing up. So we're going to drop that side to side and stuff. So it's going to be epic. Tomorrow, prime time, June 6th. You know what I'm saying? Be in the building, man.
I mean, while we doing PSAs, I got to shout out, you know, UATL from the AJC, man. They sent me a package around this thing, man. I got my hat over here. I got my little documentary thing so I can document everything and get stuff organized.
Okay.
And speaking of the AJC, this story that I'm about to speak on that's trending in Atlanta right now, Wick, was that André 3000, Atlanta legend, keeps popping up around town. That's what's going on in arts and entertainment at the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Now, from what I'm seeing, Wick, it's looking like André 3000 is popping up around Atlanta, Georgia with this flute. First of all, I'm pissed because I thought we was on the piano album, so I feel like we regressing. I feel like I'm seeing a regression going on here. I was expecting to see Dre walking down the street with a piano on his back. But what I did see, you know, in all seriousness, I saw the Dungeon family. I saw camaraderie.
Okay.
You know, they were on Campbellton Road.
Okay.
They've been on Metropolitan Parkway. They've been over there in the old Fourth Ward on the basketball court.
Okay.
I saw Big Boy out there with Dre.
Yes, you did.
Slim Cutter out there with Dre.
We saw Slim.
Backbone out there with Dre.
Uh-huh.
Cheese out there with Dre.
What up, Cheese?
You know, and it was looking like, you know, a family reunion with Dre and that flute, but I'm still, you know, from what I understand, Dre is saying that, you know what, a lot of people might not have been able to come to the jazz festival to see him perform with the flute. So he figured he would take that flute on tour throughout the hoods of Atlanta and just bring noise to the hood. I'ma just sit it right there. I mean, you know, I don't know how I feel about this one just yet. I've seen the flute album. I see the piano album. I'm seeing that he's popping up all over the damn city performing with the flute, but yet we still can't figure out how to get an OutKast album.
Right.
Now, I do have a PSA for the André 3000 fans. See, you know, there's a line that needs to be drawn in the André 3000 fan club, okay?
Okay.
I was the president of it, but I've stepped down recently. I done went on hiatus from the André 3000 fan club because it seems like the fanboys have taken over. So now all you fanboys out here that's just gonna let André run amok, I had to step down and just let y'all have that for the time being. Because you know what? I just don't understand what's going on here. I see André, I see Big Boy, I'm thinking Players Ball. I see Andre, I see Big Boy, I'm thinking Rosa Parks. Imagine if Andre and Big Boy were on Campbellton Road performing Rosa Parks. Now that's a treat. That's a treat for the hood. You just gave the hood a treat.
Okay.
But to go down there fucking around with that flute again, you really just going down there just saying, hey, guess what, y'all? I'm still on this bullshit. So if you thought that I wasn't on it, I'ma double down. I'm coming to your hood with my flute, and y'all gonna feel me. And I'm gonna bring my partners with me. So, I'm just, right now, I don't even know how to feel about this. Because I'm like, I don't know where I'm at with it no more.
Oh goodness. Is it my turn yet?
It's on you, Wick, because I'm done.
Well, you're probably going to be mad at me.
Why am I mad at you, Wick?
You probably finna be mad at me.
No, Wick, I'm confiding in my podcast partner because I'm thinking if anybody feels me, okay, you just said you going back to Decatur to perform.
Right.
Imagine you going back to Decatur with a harmonica. Niggas expecting straight from the deck, and here come Wick Tozo. Nigga, I'm Ray Charles. Fuck this shit.
I'm going to say that this is going to hurt me. And I hope you can get there. I hope you can find peace, young man.
Thank you for talking me down, dude.
As I reflect on my behavior, from the jump of this entire situation, from the Flute album to the piano album, I was very, very hard on André 3000. And this has nothing to do with me finding out that he went to Southwest DeKalb and he's really straight from the deck.
Okay.
A lot of people are gonna think I'm just now, I'm
flip
flopping. No, they're gonna think I'm flip flopping because I found out he's straight from the deck. That's not the case.
He didn't mean that.
Yeah, he did mean it.
No, he didn't.
Now, I will say this right here. Let me put a few nuggets out there.
Okay.
Let me be real. One thing I do know I want to tell you is that André 3000 welcomes your opinion. He knows that a lot of people feel the same way that you feel about it.
Okay.
There was a woman that actually asked him in one of the stand-ups to do Miss Jackson, and his reply was, "If you want me to do Miss Jackson is on the radio. Go listen to it on the radio if you want to listen to it."
So now,
that's what he said.
Okay.
That's what he said.
Okay.
Okay. Now let me throw some things out there, some food for thought, and Wick being serious. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how OutKast and especially 3 Racks, it has a spot in your heart. You know what I mean? And a lot of people in Atlanta, and on the east side of town. We come off Beehive, seriously. We've come off the last decade of violence in rap.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers died.
That's right.
We don't lost. I can't even start to count a number of rappers that we have. We don't have enough fingers. Every week it seems like some rapper was dying. A lot of our favorites don't die.
Yeah.
They wouldn't die from violence. They die from drug overdoses and different things.
Yeah.
That's one thing. As I reflected on all this, and being a 50-year-old man, being a legend here in this city in rap, I understand what you're saying, but what if Andre was really sitting here? What if Andre, what he's doing right now, was a gift from your creator to say, time out, time out from everything that we have been through as a community of hip hop, the hip hop community for the last 10 to 15 years, from a lot of the young rappers and stuff that we passed the torch to.
So you saying
let me finish.
Okay.
Let me finish.
Okay.
What if the creator said, you know what, we y'all passed this torch to the young fellas, and this is what happened. The communities got shot up. Rappers got killed. Young black brothers got silenced. A lot of them in RICO Act. They're in prison. You know what? I'm gonna take this OG, and I'm gonna put him out here, use him in this type of way.
Okay.
It might not be what you want. It might not be the traditional way.
Yeah.
But right now it's a timeout. And as I'm seeing Dre circulating throughout the city.
Okay.
The crowds aren't huge yet.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to see people kind of get that aspect of it, not the music. I still stand by what I say that the reason why I'm not supporting it, and when he comes to Decatur, I'm going to see him.
Okay.
But I'm not going to see him for the music yet. I think that he's working on the music as he's going. I think this is like training on the job training. You understand what I'm saying? But I think there's a bigger message here. I think right now that him moving around without no security, popping up in the hood, you don't have to have a dime to be able to see him.
Yeah.
He sits there and talks to every last person from the first to the last and take pictures. And it's peaceful. There hadn't been a shootout.
That's right.
There have been, the police have to come and water hose people down. So I'm looking at this as maybe this is something bigger than Andre 3000 or me or you or anyone else. That maybe Andre doesn't really even know the calling, what's going on right now, because it's for us. Now, I may be wrong. One thing that I know that as blacks that we hate is that when we can't pinpoint something, we don't know the outcome. What is this going to be?
We don't understand where we're going with this.
We don't know if we're going to be burnt by Andre 3000, if he's going to just up and say, you know what, I'm tired and I'm going to something else now. They were like, well, damn. Right when we start following you with this, and we start speculating on what we thought we were gonna get, and then so this was a game to you the whole time. So what B. Howe was saying that you were just bullshitting is true.
Come on,
because we don't know what we're following right now. Blacks, that's what we want to be able to label it. That's Purple Haze. That's goddamn, that's AK-47. We don't want a mystery pack. You understand what I'm saying? You feel me? We're talking street shit.
I'm with you.
You feel me? So with me right now, I'm just like everybody else. I don't know where this is going. I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping that right now that I'd rather kind of see Dre circulating around right now. We having a little peace. I'd rather hear the music. I'd rather see him and Big Boy get up there and do all their hits out at the park. But right now, as long as people are like getting shot, the crowds are getting a little bigger and bigger, and maybe there's a bigger message to this entire thing that, hold up, pump the brakes. Time out. Maybe we're in the dimension of healing right now, and it's going through Andre 3000.
Or maybe Andre could be saying, hey kids, look at me. If you want to go out here and fuck around, you can be just like me. You can go out here, nigga, you ain't got to learn how to play nothing. I'm pissed off that Andre didn't have the piano on his back. Because if you going to put on the show, do the whole show. No, don't do the show for them people. Bring the show back to the hood. Bring the whole show back to the hood. If you going to have the flute, have the piano on your back, put the guitar on your shoulder. I want the band looking like a whole band pulling up in this thing. No, be the whole band and play all of them at one time. If you want to show me something, go ahead and show me something.
CeeLo would have did that. CeeLo would have came out.
If CeeLo was on Camerton Road singing anything off that Soul Food album, it would have been 1,000 folks lined up down Camerton Road crying and passing out all over the place. Because that's what, you talking about healing the hood. CeeLo's soulful voice from Soul Food. Back on Camerton Road. With Big Gip, Cujo Goody, and Timo Goody singing Soul Food. You talking about healing the hood. That's who need to be called out. We need the Goody Mob popping up all over. Because the Andre fucking around. Let's get the Goody Mob popping up where they need to pop up with some damn soul food and really healing the damn hood. Because I can tell you right now, if I was riding down Camerton Road and I heard CeeLo singing down the street, I'm pulling up. Because I got to see this. But if I'm riding down the hood and I hear a nigga going,
but it might not be about the actual talent of him playing. I think that Andre knows his celebrity. I think he understands it very well. And I think that the music, if this makes sense, you got to stay with me here. I think Andre knows he sucks. I don't think he cares about that. I think it's more about me as big as a persona that I am, as eccentric as I have always been, I'm gonna circulate around in these same hoods, these same high crime, high drug, high prostitution hoods. Circulate around. You know what I'm saying? Almost as like I'm a god. You know what I'm saying? And touch the people one by one.
One by one.
I think it's biblical. I think that
I can see where you're going. I can see where you're going with that.
I'm not saying that that's how people are viewing it. I think that's what he's thinking. And while he's doing that, I can learn to play music too while I'm doing it.
Well, see, you know, the other day we were just talking about the Diddy case, and we got so pissed off about the physical abuse and the verbal abuse, and then they added financial abuse to it. Well, what André is engaging in the hoods of Atlanta is called clout abuse, okay? Yes. He's abusing us with his clout. See, if I see André 3000 on Campbellton Road, got a gathering, tell us it's a free show and I'm doing y'all a favor. No, you ain't doing me no damn favor playing this bullshit in the middle of my hood, man. You want to do me a favor, bring the players out.
I think he's thinking that he's not doing. It's not that he's doing you a free show. It's that he's showing that we as black folks can gather in peace and in harmony. No violence. Nobody's dying. I'm accessible. I'm a guy that has made it out of this hood and went around the world.
Come on,
and you can come
50 times,
and you can come up here and you can talk to me without no police around me, without not having to pay anything. I take pictures with you.
Yeah,
I will give you some advice.
Come on,
you know what I'm saying? I'm accessible.
Come on.
That's what I think that in Andre's mind, and on top of this, you know, I have to be doing something. I'm not just going to go stand on Campbellton Road with a pulpit. You know, we build a pulpit and I sit up there and straight out preach to you. So I got to give you something. I don't want to give you the secular music that I used to do. That got me to where you'll listen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to learn a trade
so you got
while I'm giving you game.
You got my ear, and now that I'm listening, you're going to feed me some bullshit.
I mean, I'm just speaking from devil's advocate. I mean, that's what I get paid to do, is to be objective. You know what I'm saying? One thing, like I said, you know, I don't have any ill will towards André 3000. He may think that I do. To me, this is it's just a job. I have to give my opinion on either side of it.
Yeah.
I respect André. And that's what he should be worried about more when it comes to a lot of us out here.
Yeah.
Whether I like him or not, don't matter. I respect him.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? And I feel like that, you know, hopefully, there's something big that's going to come out of this that's galvanizing to the people. That's what I'm hoping for.
I don't appreciate him bringing Big Boy out there to stand next to him while he doing that shit.
Well, maybe Big Boy knows something. Maybe they have discussed this. Maybe
don't be doing Big Boy like that.
I'm not sure. Like I said, they are partners. Yeah. When they all stood behind him, what were they all standing for? Each person might have been standing for something differently. You know, some people might have been standing for Clout. Some might have been standing because they know what Dre is thinking, the play. Some people might it was something to get out the house. You know, hey man, you see OutKast them together, and I want to be in the photo op.
Exactly.
Because you know you got people that come to shows and everything only for the photo op.
That's right.
They get there at 30 minutes before the concert, the birthday party, end of that shit over. Get them some pictures and get the fuck on.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? It ain't like me and you opening up shit.
Yeah.
You know, because when we fuck with somebody.
Come on.
You understand what I'm saying? So, I don't know the play. I think you don't really know the play, and that is frustrating. You know,
my thing is, it's like, hey man,
if André had told you that, if André said, "Look, Beehive, y'all sat down, y'all had a conversation right here," which I think is going to wind up happening, because he watches the show, and I do know that.
Okay.
But if André had sat right here and say, "Look, Beehive, this is my end goal to this right here," just like what Wick said. Been a lot of violence. It's been heavy on our community for the last 10, 15 years. No, I'm burnt out when it comes to rap. I know I can easily get up here and I can do that, and maybe that's something we could talk about down the road. But what my goal is right now is to just get out here amongst the people and touch the people and talk to the people.
Yeah.
And let the people know that, you know what, I'm here with the struggle with you.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's right.
Then maybe you'll feel different.
I probably would feel a little different if I heard that, but I would still say, hey man, you can leave that flute at home. You ain't got to have the flute to go out here and talk to the people. You go to Greenbrier and walk through there and holler at the folk. You can walk down Camden Road and holler at your
So
folk.
the flute and the piano is the problem.
The flute and the piano, and it's like, hey man, and it's like I don't have nothing against the flute and the piano.
Right. And another thing too, Beehive, I would say this to Andre too, you know, while I'm sitting here defending him today, if you are truly out here, and your goal is something higher that we don't understand right now, and it is about the flute and the piano and some other nuggets of stuff, right? Well, when are you gonna empower the John Flawless Williams?
Because if you're really about that flute life, you got the flautist running around town getting busy every 5 minutes.
Right.
And he pulled up Andre. Now, I
did.
thought that was an easy excuse for them to just really have a jam session.
Together.
If it's about the people and empowering the people and jamming, it's like, hey man, I know I'm fucking around on that flute, but flautist, get in this thing and crank this thing up.
Drum, you know, people that's doing percussion.
Come on.
People that's playing the saxophone. There are people out here that play every instrument, young people. You understand what I'm saying? What would be bigger than Andre 3000 getting the up and coming, you know, 12 and 13-year-olds that's playing that's bad on the sax. That's bad on this, that's bad on that, that's bad on this. And then, hey, I'm gonna be popping up at this place right here. Bring your instruments. Let's make some music
jamming with
out
the
here.
kids. I'm jamming with the people. I'm jamming with everybody.
We can do it with peace. You understand what I'm saying? We can do it. We can make peace at the same time and make beautiful music.
Oh my
so
God.
it does seem.
Now you done describe something that's just amazing.
Correct. Right. But so I understand why you're upset, because it seems very
now you take it that way. If you're doing it for the kids in the community, and you're not grandstanding with your flute, and you're like, hey, flautist, come on over here, hey man, on the tambourine, hey, you on the drum. If you got an instrument, come out here and jam with Andre 3000. We about to have a jam. Because see, I don't want to watch you do that, but I will do it with you. See, you done switched it up on me now. See, I don't want to see you play that flute, but if we all out here fucking around, I will go get my guitar and I'll go out there and fuck around with Andre on my guitar then.
I got you.
And I'm like, you know what, man? There was a time I went out there and jammed with Andre on my guitar. We was all fucking around.
Yeah, it's like back in the day when we used to break dance. So everybody used to break dance, and you get it to everybody would meet up at the spot.
Exactly.
And you got a lot of people watching.
Come on.
Everybody could go out there and do their little move real quick, whether you sucked or not.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? They had the cardboard in the middle.
Come on.
The beat box, the box going up.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? I don't went out there and froze on there at one time. And you know, niggas either everybody gonna boo you or cheer you.
Exactly.
Get your motherfucking ass up out of here. You know what I'm saying? But you got people that were discovered. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had fun. There wasn't a lot of violence. You know what I'm saying? So if he's doing that type of thing, and not with the dancing, but with the playing,
with the playing,
then I can see something. You're mad.
No, that's impactful. What you're
upset. Man. Absolutely. That's
if you're
bringing
trying to
back
make an impact.
An impact, right? But going out there and say, hey, look at me, and fuck all y'all, and I'm gonna play this right here, and I give a damn who's mad about it, and nobody's gonna be able to partake in it but the people that I bring with me, and I'm not empowering anybody, then. Hey, Andre. but I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. And right now, when he comes to Decatur, I'm going to see Andre. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna go. I'm letting everybody know. I'm gonna pull up on him. I'm gonna look him in his eye. I'm gonna say, I love you, brother. Now, but Beehive wants to know, what are we doing here?
Because Big Boy keep on showing up, man.
Andre.
Wait a minute, no. Big Boy keeps on showing up for this man.
Correct.
But does he show up for Big Boy?
We're gonna leave it at that right now. You can't say nothing else. You gotta end it at that.